Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and Andrew Cunanan is a damn fool. So, thank you so much for coming back for episode 2 of season 2 of American Crime Story, the assassination of Gianni Versace. Now, the one show that it is perfectly acceptable for me to smoke and drink on, because I'm going to basically look like Donatello every goddamn episode. So, anyway, this is my second review today, so bear with me. I decided to do them both while I had the chance because this show actually got more views than Riverdale. Who knew? So, we open up the episode, it says it's 1994. The actual assassination happened in 1997. So, we see Gianni and Ricky Martin. I'm sorry, I'm sure as the episodes go on, I'll remember his name. I think it's Antonio. I'm not sure, so we'll just say Ricky Martin. Are going into this hospital, and the nurse is explaining there's no paparazzi here or anything, and we see him getting a blood test, and then we see them having a conversation. I was around for the Versace murders, but I don't remember the details clearly, and I choose to kind of keep it that way while I'm watching the series, just because I really want to relate to the acting and the story as portrayed in this, as opposed to constantly trying to compare it to the real story. So anything that comes up that I found out is real is usually after that episode. So when he goes, I'm like, okay, did he have AIDS? Did he have HIV? Because that certainly seemed to be something that ran through the whole episode. So I'm assuming that's what it was. And then we get basically the reason why Donatello don't like Ricky Martin. And whatever it is, whether if it wasn't HIV, it was cancer, it was something life-threatening. Because Donatello is like, listen, all he ever wanted in life was a family. You couldn't give him that. And he's like, it's not legal for us to have that. You could have found a way. He got enough money. He just wasn't enough for you. You got to have all these other men's and all this other stuff. So I very much took that to be HIV. Because it seems like she's blaming him for him getting it. She's blaming Ricky Martin for Gianni getting it. And she talks to him, and this is where we have the good trailer fodder. What is Versace going to be without you? It'll be you, sis. Well, what am I going to be without you? You're going to find out. Okay? So then we see, flashback to now, 97, and it's, after Gianni has passed at this point, and she goes quick, fast, in a hurry. She's leaving. Ricky Martin is trying to stop her, and she was like, he's not here no more. We don't have to pretend, because he said the only way he was going to be able to get through whatever the diagnosis was, if I'm going to go with HIV, we have to do this as a family. Because she tells him right there, he ain't here no more. We don't got to pretend. So, after that, we see that she went to go view the body, make sure everything was all right, dress the body, talk to him in native Italian, because I'm assuming that's what it was, because I didn't know what the fuck she was saying. And then we see him get cremated. We see the whole process. He gets put into the box. They put, lilies on the box, wrap it up, and we see her get right on a private plane, which I'm assuming was flying to Italy. They're home, I can only assume. And just left the whole boyfriend out of all of that, took the ashes and everything. That's savage as fuck. Like, you gave no fucks about who your brother loved. That is fucking wow to me. We got that, and of course, we got an F-bomb. I know FX lets you get them off sometimes if it's important to the story and you're air late enough, because I learned that from Feud. Ryan Murphy got a deal like, I can say F-bombs if I want to. But, yeah, so then we see Andrew Cunanan. And he's in a Walmart parking lot. Great product placement, Walmart. We already know fucked up shit happened in Walmart parking lot. Great job. And he's switching plates so that he can have local plates, which is something that dope boys also do. So I knew right what he was doing. And a little girl comes up and he smiles at the little girl, and we all thinking that like he better not do nothing to that little girl, but he just keep it moving. And then we hear where he had killed somebody and he was the suspect on the radio, and he goes right to his 80s channel and they is playing Gloria, and he turns up and he is jamming, and we see he is on his way to Miami. Now cut to the FBI agents and Detective Dyer. I'm sorry, I do not know what her character name is, but I know her as Dyer from Orange is the New Black. So until I know otherwise, she will be addressed as Detective Dyer. So Detective Dyer is working with the FBI, and she's like, well, listen, y'all are new here. This is my city. This is where the gay people hang out. This is where Versace live at. Y'all already know that. Oh, well, he didn't say where Versace lived at because we ain't there yet. But we think he's in Miami. We know he preys on gay men. These are where the gay bars out. We should get these flyers out. And the FBI ignores her. The FBI is just like, yeah, that's cute. What we really gonna do is we know that he's escort and he hustles and he targets older closeted men. We hear they usually hang out in Fort Lauderdale, so that's where we going. Detective Dyer is like, that's how you feel? And she runs off more copies of the flyer, and she like, fuck it, I'm going to do it on my own. After all, he is the FBI most wanted. Okay. That comes back later in the story when she sees she put it on the billboard and it's completely covered up like it didn't even matter. And he on the FBI's top 10 most wanted. But shit must have worked, because I'm gonna jump ahead to black dude in the sub shop recognized him and he broke camp. I'm looking at this guy, right, that Andrew Cunanan befriends with his manipulative ass, and you know the guy's skinny. I guess he had gaydar, knew the guy was gay, and probably could tell he was sick because he was thin. And it took me a minute, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Schmidt. You know, Ryan Murphy loved working with the same people over and over again, and we seen Schmidt in the Lady Gaga season of American Horror Story that I didn't watch after that because he got fucked to death with a dildo that was spiked, and I have a real weird thing about guys getting raped on film, so like that did it for me. I never watched the rest of it. But it's Schmidt. So I'm like, oh, hi, Schmidt. Then I'm like, oh, hello, Darren Chris, in your pink Speedo that we saw you washing your whole body down and then seeing you dancing around naked. And I'm like, okay, Ryan Murphy, male gaze much? Except for this is the male gaze for gay men. Because a straight woman, I don't care how fine you is, you dancing around effeminately in a pink Speedo is not going to turn us on. But male gaze for the gays, okay. Do you, Ryan Murphy, do you. But I didn't realize when they were saying like he was a male escort, I don't know why it didn't click in my head like, oh, he's a hooker. I just got done watching Riverdale. I'm a little bit over hookers tonight. And I usually love shit with hookers, but goddamn, I didn't have a lot of hookers tonight. But the guy was like, he liked to be a submissive. And then he wrapped that whole dude's head in duct tape. I'm like, okay, for real? This dude is loony fucking toony. Even if you into S&M and bondage, I don't think you want your whole face wrapped up in duct tape. But that dude looked like he enjoyed it after, you know, squirming around. And Darren Chris did his little dance and then came back with them scissors and stabbed his mouth and let him breathe. Like, yeah, you like that? Then dude is thinking like something ain't right about that. He goes to call 911 hour after he puts his wedding ring on. And lo and behold, you don't want to say nothing because you in the closet. I know that Andrew Cunanan is a despicable person, but goddamn, that's genius. It really is. It really is, because if you're going after perceivably straight, closeted, older gay men that are established and have money, shit. you might have got away with a couple more murders that we don't know about because the family found out what happened and was like, we're not going to ruin his legacy like that and let everybody know he got killed by a gay hooker. For real, for real. I'm like, damn, dude, that shit was kind of fucking genius. It's fucked up, though, but kind of genius. When they came back from commercial, because, you know, I just did a video. So in the commercial breaks, I was getting in geesh. You know, I had to change the dress, update the makeup, freshen it, darken the eyes, change wigs. But when I came back from commercial, and they was playing motherfucking Soul to Soul, however do you want me? However do you need me? I said Ryan Murphy, and I do have to say this, because every series I've ever seen with Ryan Murphy, as far as pop culture music, did I say pop culture? Pop culture music, that dude has an excellent ear that I would say would even rival Tarantino. He knows what songs to put under what scenes to make them pop. He always has in every show. So this is no different except for that it's set in the era that I grew up in, which is the 90s, and I'm living for this soundtrack. And the scene where they were doing the fashion show, where it was Donatella and Gianni, and we kind of see that Donatella was more than his muse. She really was a partner because she was the one that was like the business-minded one. Like, look, they saying your looks is looking old. They looking stale. We got to try something new. Everybody is talking about Alexander McQueen. Everybody is talking about this person, that person. They saying you coming and your shit look the same. We got to switch it up. We got to do something. But that scene right there, I said, oh, both these motherfuckers getting nominated for Emmys. I already said Penelope Cruz was definitely getting nominated off a Golden Globe just off the first episode. We didn't even get that much screen time with her. But after this, yeah, you unless, and I did find out Meryl Streep is gonna be on Pretty Little Liars. Not Pretty Little Liars, Big Little Lies season 2. Unless some more really powerhouse performances come out, she gonna get nominated for her Emmys for limited series. And I think that the gentleman that is playing Gianni Versace is too, because he is doing a fantastic job. And again, you have 2 Hispanic people playing 2 Italian people, and they're nailing the accent, and they're nailing the inflections, and they're nailing these people. So that's impressive. Then I see him and his new best friend, AIDS crackhead. I'm saying AIDS crackhead because I'm like, these motherfuckers just score some crack and they smoking crack. But I also know you can smoke heroin out of a glass pipe too. Were they both doing it? Was Andrew Cunanan fake doing it and the other dude was actually doing it? And then he was in that bathroom wrapping that head up the same way he wrapped the other dude up with the duct tape. And he knocked on the door and Darren Criss was just like, I'm going to take a shower. And that dude stayed. I'd have been out that motherfucking room so fast like, nigga, that's not a shower cap. You weird as fuck. And I'm out. But he's a master manipulator, and he was able to make that man feel like he was really his friend. And to a certain point, I kind of feel like because he so often can't be himself, that he would sometimes randomly be, and I'll get to that again at the end of the episode, where he can kind of exhale and let it go. That he just, genuinely did give the dude half the money that he promised. And, when Schmidt asked him, I don't know these people's characters' names, so I'm going by shows that I know him from. And Schmidt is like, was it real? Were we ever really friends? And when Andrew Cunanan looked at him and said, when people ask, were we friends? You'll say no. I said, yeah, that dude to him did actually mean something for whatever reason. If he's seen some of his self in him, if it was just certain people that he would just take people that he knew nobody would believe and actually open up to him to a certain point, tell some truths, half-truths, whatever. But that seemed to be genuine. My TV froze at some point, and it came back to Versace in the swimming pool, and he's swimming for Ricky Martin, and Ricky Martin was telling him, I don't want this anymore, I just want you, I want to marry you. And he says, oh, you saying that now in the morning. Ask me again tonight or in the evening. Because, they was getting it in at night. They was doing threesomes, or Gianni Versace was just watching his dude fuck other dudes. They was into that. And apparently that was not something Donatella was rooted more in traditional, even though she knew that her brother was gay, but more traditional. My brother wanted a family. Like, he couldn't just be enough for you. But I'm also a firm believer of, you can't judge nobody else's relationship. If that worked for them and they're happy and they are truly happy and nobody is hurt, shut the fuck up and let them have it. But we see that she never was really down with that. And then, let me see. Oh, and then we see this fake Donatella at Gianni's gate trying to get in. She's like, these, like the real Gianni, like they said, Gianni Versace was really that personal person and would talk to people. And like they were showing him outside the window, and he wasn't like mad at the girl or sending security or nothing down there. He was just kind of like, now you know the real Donatella has a key. I already have a sister. One Donatella is enough, darling. I love you, but not tonight. I don't have time for this tonight. But just real kind, gentle type of dude. I already said this about, I said it about the black dude. Okay. So we see Gianni Versace and Ricky Martin go into a gay bar. I'm presuming on South Beach. And Detective Di was right. Should have had them flyers out. Because when they went in, after Andrew Cunanan got caught in that sub shop, he ran to the gay bar. Well, he almost got caught. He ran to the gay bar. And my TV froze again. What I saw after the TV froze was, I guess, Ricky Martin, Gianni Versace must have had like a nice moment where he was like, I told you I don't want this no more. And they was kissing outside and was like, let's go home. We seen Andrew Cunanan was still in the bar, and he misses some dude. I mean, he runs into some dude in the gay bar. Dude start kind of trying to pop it to him, and he's like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, I'm a serial killer. And the dude's like, what? Gave me very much American Psycho. Dude's like, what? He's like, I'm in banking. And then he just starts rattling off shit. I'm a cop. I'm a chef. I've done this. I've cut pineapples. What I'm not is unforgettable. And then fade to black. My name is Andrew Cunanan. Bitch! I said that motherfucker is Looney Tooney. He is the real live Patrick Bateman. That motherfucker is American Psycho for real. By the way, American Psycho available on iTunes. JImmiPynk's American Psycho available on iTunes. That's my album. But that dude is the American Psycho for real. That dude is a fucking nutbag. But I'm into this. I am into this. This is only the second episode, and they got me. And they got me. So much so that I'm posting this in Riverdale at the same time, and Riverdale is probably now going to be the one that gets pushed back. If I have to pick one to review over the other because I only have limited time, or if I got to work, I'm probably going to pick this because this is only 9 episodes. So, if you're not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, you should subscribe and become one now. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when my reviews of American Crime Story or any other show that I review are up. Also, if you would like to help me out, you can also join my Patreon, listed above, and also in the links below. Everything is in the links below. Everything that you need to know to support the channel. To my existing patrons, I love y'all so much. They keep me afloat, and they are riding with me through this little apocalypse and dropping of YouTubers. I made the cut this time. Let's see what happened on February 20th, you feel me? So I thank you so much for watching. Ciao, Bella. Deuces.
Kamehameha, attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from Rumble Pack.